So at this point, let's take a look at how to configure the workgroup switch for port security. So if I head over here, and what you want to do is not think of this as the old commands for the 1900 series switch, which started with the port command, but actually use them as the port security, the switch port commands, port security. Seem to forget that all the time. This is one of those commands that I generally don't like using because I don't consider it good security, but we'll go ahead and do this over here just because I have to teach it, obligated to. So fair enough. All right, from here the command is switch port, and then from there, and I even looked at this before, it was port-security is the command. All right, so port security, and there's some options after this. What's really bizarre about this command, at least from an iOS perspective, is you can set some of the options, but it won't actually turn port security on. You have to type switch port security and hit enter. That turns the port security feature on. You then can turn on other options like MAC address, and you could actually set the MAC address for a device. I usually prefer to use sticky there, and you then could put in a MAC address afterwards, but we'll just go ahead and hit enter, and then switch port security, more options. We'll do maximum. So you can set the maximum between 1 and 132 addresses. If you're plugging in just a PC like this, generally the answer there would be 1. If you've got a phone attached and a PC behind it, it would be 2. So if you're doing voice over IP type solutions where you've got 7960 IP phones deployed and a PC hanging off behind it, you would put in 2 for your maximum number of devices. But since we only have a PC here, we'll just do 1. And then switch port security. We'll need to set the violation also. So the violation option, what's going to happen if somebody plugs something in and it goes to a wrong MAC address? If we do protect, that means that we'll essentially put the port in an unusable state until the MAC address goes back to the MAC address it's supposed to be. We'll do restrict mode, which essentially, I'm trying to remember which one does which. Protect mode sends the administrator a message and then protects the port. Restrict does roughly the same thing. And then shutdown, which what we'll do just for fun here, shutdown will actually disable the port, and you have to have the administrator go and re-enable the port to allow it to work. So we'll do the extreme measure type thing with the shutdown option. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. We'll do show port security and enter. We have port 1, which is currently turned on. The security action is shut down. We have the maximum secure MAC addresses. We currently have 1, so it did sticky learn that, and that was the option there, sticky. Instead of typing in the address, the MAC address for the port, we allowed it to learn it based on what was already attached. So if I do show port security and then look at the actual addresses, we'll see that this particular address has been learned. It's a secure sticky port and has been learned into port 01. You can also set an aging time, and I generally recommend this. This allows you to run port security in a non-administrative nightmare type setting. So if we set that, it's generally a better thing and actually makes it a more usable security feature to where you actually allow people to move around a little bit. They just can't move from place to place within, say, a certain number of minutes. So I believe the command here is, let's see, is it port security from here? No, it's not. I'll have to find where the remaining time is. All right, I'll have to look for that command and give it to you later. Can't remember what the command is for the age time, but it is a global command. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Not there. Let's see. Using my help facility to find things, right? Interface F0/1. Switch port.